guys, it's Cookie and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be doing one of my absolute favorite things ever. We're going to be talking about Beanie Boos. Specifically, we're going to be talking about Beanie Boo eyes. And even more specifically, we'll be talking about Beanie Boos with really unique eyes. So obviously, we have the original Beanie Boos that have the solid eyes. And in 2012, we began to get the sparkly-eyed Beanie Boos, which we all know and love. And majority of the Beanie Boos do have the sparkly-eyed design. But within the subcategory of solid-eyed Beanie Boos and sparkly-eyed Beanie Boos, we do have exceptions that don't fit into either of these categories. And while doing research for this video, I realized there's actually not as many as I thought. Before doing research for this video, I thought there was at least 50 to 100 Beanie Boos out of like the 500 and something we've got that have unique eye types. And I didn't calculate exactly how many there are, but amongst browsing and with my, amazing memory I have, I honestly don't believe that the unique eye category has over 50 Beanie Boos in it. So in this video, we are going to crank down on identifying these Beanie Boos and these differences. But to start off this video, I have a package. In this package, I have one of the unique eye-colored Beanie Boos, and I'm pretty sure you guys could probably guess who it is by the packaging. The seller was so cute to put it in this packaging because it matches the Beanie Boo so well. So feel free to leave a comment of guessing what Beanie Boo this is. Now let's get opening. Oh no, I accidentally cut the Ziploc bag. Here we have the adorable Valentina, who is the only Beanie Boo who has red eyes until, well, recently. She was released back in 2016, but was technically a 2017 Valentine's release. But you guys know how Ty likes to release their Beanie Boos early. So she was the only Beanie Boo with solid red eyes for almost 8 years, guys. That is absolutely crazy. But we did recently get the release of Spinderella, who is an albino spider who also has solid red eyes, which I am super happy to see because red eyes on Beanie Boos look so good. Especially on these two, they look so amazing. I really wish that Ty would use red eyes on Beanie Boos more often. Beanie Boos have been around for 15 whole years and we've only ever gotten 2 red-eyed Beanie Boos and one was only released this year. But I mean, I kind of understand why they wouldn't release red-eyed Beanie Boos. There obviously is a stereotype with red-eyed Beanie Boos, red-eyed toys in general. Oh hey there, you must be the new intern. Yeah, I'm Valentina.
Yeah.
To be completely honest, I definitely could see a similar situation happen with the release of Spinderella. Since she is a spider with red eyes, the odds are definitely not in her favor. But I do hope to see more Beanie Boos with red eyes in the future, such as Valentina, because her design is absolutely amazing and the red eyes really pull the whole thing together. However, I hope that Ty never ever releases a white bunny with red eyes because guys, Brunch is close enough and he absolutely scares the living heebie-jeebies out of me. I still definitely want him in my collection, I think he's adorable, but his eyes are a bit creepy to me. Now moving on, we actually have Aphrodite. Now, Aphrodite here is not only a very unique Beanie Boo because of the color of his fur, but he is the only Beanie Boo that doesn't have black pupils. Now, the lighting here isn't really showing it very well, so I'll try and pop a couple other clips over this to show how brown his eyes really are. It's a lot easier to tell in person than on camera, but the color difference is definitely there. And that makes him so unique from every other single Beanie Boo. And I'd absolutely love to know why Ty added this detail to him. Moving on, we have Cologne. Cologne here is one of the European country exclusive Beanie Boos. And he is the only Beanie Boo to date that has silver eyes. Well, fully silver eyes. We'll get into that later. These silver eyes look absolutely amazing on him. And again, I wish there was more Beanie Brews with silver eyes. I think they look so amazing. I think silver eyes would have suited Tinsel the Owl so well. Now, Cologne was released back in 2013. So he has been the only Beanie Brew with silver eyes for 11 years. The European exclusive Beanie Brews are unique on their own, but for him to be the only one that has silver eyes out of the whole Beanie Brew range is absolutely insane. And it makes him extra special. Now, since I keep mentioning it, let's move on to the Beanie Brews with multicolored eyes. Candy Cane was the first Beanie Brew to be released with multicolored eyes, and she was released in 2018. And since then, we have seen quite a few Beanie Brews with multicolored eyes. And both Garland and Candy Cane have red in their eyes, and Garland also has some silver. And now we're going to be focusing here on Pixie. Pixie has 5 different eye colors, and when she came out, there was a huge thing about how cool she was because she has so many different colors in her eyes. But that is not the only special thing about her. There were actually 2 versions of Pixie released. This one here has sparkles inside the ears, on the horn, and down on the feet, as well as sparkly eyes. And this one here on the left has no sparkles except for on the yellow horn. And something extra special about this version of Pixie is she has solid rainbow eyes. She's the only Beanie Brew to be released after 2012 with solid eyes, yet alone the only Beanie Brew with rainbow solid eyes. This Beanie Brew's eyes are probably one of the most unique designs Ty has ever done, and seeing her when she first came out was a complete shock. Both of these Beanie Brews are just so cool and so unique for their time. And since we're on the topic of unicorns, here is Harmony. And you might be wondering, Cookie, her eyes are literally pink. What is so special about her? Well, if we take a look at the extra large version of her, the extra large version has multicolored eyes, which honestly with her design I think were deserved, but unfortunately 6-inch we only got the pink eyes. But it is so cool that the extra large version of Harmony has this variation. I think it's so cool and I had to touch on it in this video because this is so unique. Multicolored eyes are just so cool, and I love to see them on Beanie Brews because it usually brings all the colors on a Beanie Brew together. However, there is one Beanie Brew I think multicolored eyes don't really suit. And that is Romeo the Italy exclusive. He has so many different colors in his eyes, and honestly, I definitely would have preferred to see his eyes with just the colors on the Italy flag, or even with the Italy flag in his eyes. The next Beanie Brew we have is Freedom. Now, Freedom has the whole American flag in her eyes, which is such a crazy detail. I'm so glad Ty did this. She is probably the Beanie Brew that has the most detailed eyes ever. Actually, no, not even probably. She is the most detailed eyed Beanie Brew. It would be absolutely amazing to see other flags in Beanie Brew eyes. There are so many beautiful flags, so many different countries to choose from. It would be amazing to see some different ones with the flags in the eyes. This Beanie Brew alone is so unique, and I'd absolutely love to see other flags in the eyes. The eyes totally bring this Beanie Brew together, and I really love the design. Ty did an amazing job on this Beanie Brew. Moving on, we have Presence and Alpine. These Beanie Brews came out right as Ty was swapping over to sparkly-eyed Beanie Brews, and we got these 2 Beanie Brews with these really cool metallic-y eyes. They have this really cool metallic-like shine to them. And I'm pretty sure these 2 are the only Beanie Brews to have it, which makes them super duper unique. And next we have the Beanie Brews with 2 different eye colors. Frontier was the first ever Beanie Brew to be released with 2 different eye colors. And Heather here is one of the only normal Beanie Brews that has 2 different eye colors. What I mean by a normal Beanie Brew is a Beanie Brew that wasn't released for a holiday theme. such as Halloween or Christmas, because majority of the Beanie Boos with 2 different colored eyes are Halloween Beanie Boos. And even the Beanie Boos with multiple colors in their eyes, majority of them again are either Christmas or Halloween ones, which I find pretty interesting. And I'd absolutely love to see more normal Beanie Boos with 2 different colored eyes, because Heather here is absolutely adorable. And since most of the Beanie Boos with 2 different colored eyes are one orange and one green because they're majority Halloween exclusives, so it would be super cool to see more combos such as Heather's with a yellow and a blue. I would love to see a Beanie Boo dog with a green and blue eye. Ty, please take that into consideration because I would love to see that. Now the next Beanie Boos, I don't own either of them, but they have really unique eyes, so I had to include them in this video. They are Count and Ozzy. Both of these Beanie Boos have these really cool like golden spiral shiny eyes. They're kind of metallic like Alpine and Presence eyes, and they have this really cool line design throughout their eyes. It looks so cool on them. And it goes really well with their gold features, so I'm really happy that Ty decided to use a unique design on them. The next Beanie Boo I want to talk about is Spike the Ghost. And you might be wondering, Cookie, this Beanie Boo literally has golden eyes. We've seen this on so many other Beanie Boos. What are you talking about? I'm talking about the shading around this Beanie Boo's eyes. I'm pretty sure Spike was the first or one of the first Beanie Boos that had proper shading around their eyes or any shading at all, which made him really awesome when he first came out. To be honest guys, I was pretty scared of him. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the scariest Beanie Boo in my opinion. Again, he is still pretty cute, but like he was very scary for me when he came out. And he kind of started a shading trend because we've seen a lot more shading on Beanie Boos since his release. We especially saw it with the release of Zuzu and Hugo. And then we also have seen it with Oleander, the other Halloween exclusive, with this detail. And I thought I'd just throw it in with the video, even though it's not technically about the eye color, but it's still around the eyes, so I mean, it's close enough. And now the last type of eyes I would like to talk about are the ostrich eyes. The ostrich eyes are a bit smaller than the normal Beanie Boos eyes. This also applies to hybrid Boos, and they get even smaller with the platypus Beanie Boos, as well as the original platypus Beanie Boos. I tend to be pretty picky about what I actually consider to be a Beanie Boo and what I consider not to be a Beanie Boo. And the platypuses especially just slip through. Without the Beanie Boo ostriches, I definitely wouldn't have accepted the hybrid Boos as Beanie Boos. And the only reason I think I accept the platypus Boos as Beanie Boos is because with the giant eyes, they look pretty goofy. The ostrich and hybrid Beanie Boos don't have as small eyes as the platypus Beanie Boos, obviously, but their eyes are still slightly smaller than the average Beanie Boos. But it definitely makes these guys unique, and I do love them for it. So that will bring this video to an end. I'm really sorry if any of the years I gave were untrue. I was basing most of my facts off the Beanie Boos tush tags and what year it says it was released in, as well as a quick glance at Beaniepedia. But I'm not 100% sure what Beanie Boo was first, and I'm also not sure what year each Beanie Boo was released, so I might have gotten a few things mixed up. And if anything was definitely wrong, let me know in the comments so that everyone else can know, as well as myself. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed and maybe even learned something. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!